Welcome back to Community Update. Today, we're excited to highlight an upcoming event that's set to inspire and unite our community, the Hibiscus Ball, hosted by Woman and Half. This elegant event takes place on November 16th at the NSCC Akili campus. Guests can expect an evening of style, impactful discussions, live entertainment, and more, all dressed in chic monochrome attire.
And joining us on the show today is the event organizer, Chile, Frank Udemgba, to share what makes this night truly special. Welcome to the show, Chile.
Welcome, Chile.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so glad to be here.
First of all, what does Woman and Half mean? Who is Woman and Half? What does it mean?
I get asked that question quite a lot. Woman and Half is you, Woman and Half is me. Woman and Half is that woman that is courageous, that is confident in her skin, that is humble, that is caring, that loves and does everything within her power to make the people that are around her that matter to her comfortable. I like to think that every woman is a woman and half. And so for me, woman is a word that doesn't adequately capture the essence
I love it.
of who we are. And that's why, to qualify us, to make it stick,
Right.
that there's something special about this entity called woman. That's why there's that half, to show that there's just something extra spice. We always bring extra color,
Right.
extra spice, extra tenacity to
Yes.
everything. We're passionate. And so there just has to be a half around us. And that's what Woman and Half is about.
So when I first heard the term woman and a half, I thought it meant maybe a whole woman and a half woman. So something is incomplete somewhere. But thank you so much for clarifying that. Really what it is that the woman is so much more.
Yeah.
That is phenomenal.
Absolutely, absolutely. So what inspired you to come up with Hibiscus Ball?
Hibiscus Ball is just one of our many events, and that's because Woman and Half has been in operation for close to 8 years now. We started off in Nigeria, and we recently launched here in Canada in 2023. And we've had a series of events. We've had the Culture Fusion, where we brought Nigerian women and Indian women to sit together, fuse, network, understand one another, because I find that we are often afraid of what we don't know. So I look for every opportunity to bring people together so that we can know them better. If we know them better, it will help us to understand where they're coming from, and we can have a better relatable relationship. And so off the back of that, we are having another event, which is the Hibiscus Ball. And it's interesting because that name came up because we looked at the fact that the hibiscus is a very interesting flower.
Yeah.
It thrives in virtually every climate. You find that the hibiscus can thrive in the tropics, it can thrive in the temperate regions, it can virtually survive anywhere.
Wow.
There's something about the hibiscus. It is not afraid to show itself. It is vibrant, and it comes in different colors. It is strong. There's something about it. It blooms in a certain level of arrogance, but I prefer to call it confidence.
Yes.
I
got it.
Right. So, and if we're going to relate that to us as women, we bloom differently. We're all beautiful in our own ways. We're all strong. We're able to adapt wherever we find ourselves. We carry everyone along. We work hard for our families.
Yes.
We put in our best. We're passionate. And so for us, coming up with the Hibiscus Ball is an example, is a way of saying that come out, be free, be confident, love yourself, show who you are. It doesn't matter your size, it doesn't matter your status, it doesn't matter your color, it doesn't matter your race. You're beautiful, right? And because the hibiscus is tenacious, it survives. Well, I'm just relating that to the woman, that we are strong. We're strong. We look delicate, but we are often very strong. And that's why we decided that this time we're going to have what we call the Hibiscus Ball, where we're going to bring beautiful women, put them in a room where we can learn, where we can have conversations, where we can dance, where we can have fun, where we can prioritize ourselves. And that's one of the main things that the Woman and Half vision promotes, where women are able to self-prioritize, because we are taught, even as young girls, that we need to put everyone first before ourselves. And so it's important that from time to time, you're reminded of that little girl that you are. That little girl that is always somehow struggling for self-expression, wanting to just forget that you have kids, forget that you have a family, forget that you have responsibilities,
self-care,
self-love, self-prioritization, self-care, right? And so for us, Woman and Half, the Hibiscus Ball is about embracing beauty and wellness in bloom.
Who would have thought that the hibiscus could be so inspiring? I don't think I've ever heard anyone describe, it in those many terms. What are some of the other key messages or the key ideologies that Woman and Half is looking to pass to the women in our community and the young girls growing up?
Awesome. I'm glad you asked me that question. The theme of our event this time is embracing beauty and wellness in bloom. And I'll just give you an analogy. If you were to walk into a field of flowers, you would find and say, oh, this is a beautiful field of flowers. But if you were to go close to each flower, it would be easier for you to see how imperfect each of them are. So you would see those that are just beginning to bloom. You see those that are in full bloom.
Right.
Yeah.
And you see those that have bloomed and are
Wilting.
wilting. And so it's important that as women in the community, we stand together. Because if you stand alone, it's easy to see your weaknesses. But if we stand together, you just see a beautiful field with flowers. And another thing is that I don't think young women have enough mentors in older women. It is something that I'm very passionate about. I think that the young girls, our daughters, our sisters, need people that they can look up to, that can teach them, that can guide them. They don't have to make the mistakes themselves.
That's right.
They don't have to learn from their own experiences. They can learn from ours and not from social media. So it's important that we create an environment where the young girls can strive to get to the point where we are that are thriving. And as we continue to thrive, we go beyond ourselves and begin to look for how we can drive impact.
So intentional mentorship and culture transfer.
Exactly. But more importantly, we need to disabuse this idea of I stand alone. I cannot, women hate themselves. I am a strong advocate for women loving themselves. I tell people that if you think that women do not love themselves, then you do not know the women that I know. It's all about being quality yourself, because if you're quality, you will find quality.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I looked at the flyer, right? And I saw like a panelists, like 4 or 5 women coming to speak at the event. So can you tell us more about them? What should we expect in that regard?
Well, without giving too much, without letting too much out of the bag, we're going to be having someone come talk to us about diabetes. And that is important for us because the month of November is the World Diabetes Month.
Okay.
So in recognition of that, we're going to have a doctor come talk to us about diabetes, because we know that it's a very prevalent disease, especially as mothers, as wives, and as, women. We need to be able to know how to take care of ourselves, how to take care of our families, how to ensure that we prevent this disease. Further to that, we are going to also have a panel that's going to have, different women.
Okay.
We're going to be having Susie Hansen, one of the members of the Legislative Assembly, on the panel. We're going to have Liz Nkrumah. We're going to have Ife Ezemenari. We're also going to have Tia Upshaw. They're going to be talking to us, and these are different women in their different walks of life, with their different businesses. We have a politician, we have a serial entrepreneur. We want to be able to have a conversation about prioritizing yourself, wellness, talking to real women that have their careers, have families, have children. How are they able to do it? What can we learn from them? What can we learn from their journeys? How can we relate it to ourselves? Because a lot of these women are women that people inspire to be like.
Yeah.
And so how are they able to cope? Because when you see women that are politicians, for example, or thriving in their businesses, sometimes you would often wonder,
How are they
doing it? And you want to be like them. You want to be able to succeed. And I tell people, you can have it all. Maybe not at the same time, but you certainly can have it all. You can have a good family system. You can have a good career. You can follow your dreams. You can be happy.
That's true.
You can have it all.
That's true.
So in your own words or in your opinion, what would you say is the role of wellness, generally in the life of a woman with her many roles?
I think that wellness is the paramount thing. You can't achieve anything if you're not well. If you're not mentally well, you're not emotionally stable, you're not physically okay, you can't achieve anything.
So when we're saying wellness here, we're talking about the whole all-rounded.
The whole 9 yards. Your mental wellness, your physical wellness. I mean, you need to know how and what to eat when put in your body.
Right.
You need to know that you need exercise. You need to know that you need to go for checkups. You need to know that you need to look beautiful on the outside, but also on the inside.
Right.
You need to know, you need to be mentally stable for you to pass on good values to your children. You need to be emotionally stable for you to be able to concentrate at work.
True.
So wellness is all round.
The dress code for the day is monochrome, right?
Yeah.
And there's going to be a fashion show.
Yes.
So what should we expect?
Oh my. The only regret I have is that I will not be able to participate.
Because
I'm the convener,
Yeah.
But I can't wait to see the women all spruced out in their monochrome outfits. The colors, right? It's just symbolic of the hibiscus flower and what we're talking about earlier, where the beauty of the variety of colors. And yes, we're going to have a fashion show. The plan is to crown a winner, a monochrome queen of the night.
Oh, right.
And and that winner is going to be walking away with a brand new outfit.
Oh, nice. That is beautiful.
Yes.
Any idea who the designers are? Do we get a sneak peek?
Well, you have to come to the show.
Okay, that's
Right,
fair.
yeah, that's fair enough, yeah. Do you have giveaways, like other gifts?
Ooh, there are so many gifts to give away. You can
Share.
take that to the bank. I'll share
Please
just
share.
a few. So we're also going to be having, apart from the monochrome queen of the night, we're going to be having gifts for early birds.
Okay.
We're going to be having raffle draw gifts. We have people giving out food items for free, cartons of Indomie.
Wow.
I don't want to give too much. But we're also, our grand prize for the night. Wait for it.
Share it.
So the winners of our raffle draw are going to be getting free shipping from Nigeria to Halifax.
I could use me some of
hear
that.
Yeah. Free. I'll repeat it. Free sea shipping, 100 kilogram worth
All right.
of goods
Wow.
delivered to the office in Lagos, and you will pick up here for free.
Wow.
So we have 100, we have 50 kg, and we have 25 kg up for grabs. And before you ask me, what about the non-Nigerians?
Exactly. I was about asking.
Before you ask me what about the non-Nigerians, Magabi Logistics, that is a sponsor, is going to be giving out the cash equivalent. So if you win 100 kg free shipping and you can't ship from Nigeria because you're non-Nigerian, you get $100
That is
cash gift
amazing.
and so on.
So this is more like a community event, right?
Yes.
So what has been the involvement of the community members, towards the event?
Oh, I honestly am so humbled. Like, I'm called the convener, right?
Yeah.
But I would say that this is a community event in the sense that everyone has pitched in one way or another.
That's good.
Everyone, from people that I don't know, putting it up on their status, as small as you think that is hundreds of eyeballs looking at the advert, right?
Yeah,
to people that are ready to give food, ready to give their time, ready to call and say, you know, I'm honestly humbled. And that's why I said, if you think that women are not supportive, then you don't know the women that I know, to be honest. That's what I tell everyone. So it's just, I just want to give a quick shout out to some of the people that have just been so amazing. Jolly Foods, Magabi Logistics, Topsy Crunches, Pacesetters Empire, Surface Creation, and forgive me if I can't remember all of them, you know, Efe Locks, Hillside, oh my goodness. And then I have an amazing team. Selfless women that, you know, there's something they say in my place. I'll say it in my language and then I'll
Go
interpret.
ahead.
So you say, "Onye madu kala onye nwe ego." That is, someone that has people is richer than someone that has money.
The wealth of the community.
Exactly. And so, in answer to your question, I am so blessed to be surrounded by people that are selflessly driving. Sometimes they drive the vision even harder than I do.
That is
I
phenomenal.
am so blessed, and I cannot thank, they know themselves, I cannot thank them enough. I can't even thank you enough, because having me here today is also one of those things that the community is giving to me, right? That I don't even know I deserve, but I'm so grateful. Thank you.
It's a privilege for sure. It's awesome and it's exciting. You know, the community is better for these events, right? I wanted to ask though, as an event organizer, you're definitely looking forward to a successful event.
Yeah.
But what would you say is your vision for the community as a result of this event? How do you see the community being impacted going forward from this event?
Yeah. One of the things that we're doing, even with the event itself, is promoting businesses.
Okay.
So people that are coming for this event, you can come, but then we opened up a window for exhibitors.
Okay.
Small business people, if you want to exhibit your business, your craft, your whatever it is that you do, come and take a table, an exhibition table, and exhibit. So that's another way of giving back to the society and letting people know that you're doing this business, because, you know, women are always very good at side hustle.
Yes.
Hustle. I do this, but I'm selling shoe
On the side.
Side hustle.
Side hustle.
So that's one of the things that we're, you know, doing to create some level of awareness of the businesses that are within the community. And we also plan to continue to have, you know, pop-ups in the future where we can just bring people together and let everyone know what everyone else is doing, so that we can harness those talents, you know, and also patronize one another, you know, and keep the money within the community. And not just within the community,
that.
Oh, yeah.
you know, but also, you know, among women, essentially. Just, we all need the help. We all need all the help we can get.
Right.
No one can stand alone.
Unity in community, power in,
power.
in the numbers.
Absolutely. So how do people register for this event? You know, is there a link?
Yes, so there's a registration link. So if you register for the events, you just put in your name, and then it kind of guides you to how to make payment for the event.
Oh, so it's a gated event?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is.
All right.
It is. But I would also like to say thank you to the Association of Black Social Workers and the Status of Women Office. They've also been very supportive.
Wow.
Beautiful.
It's awesome that the community is thriving, you know, with women of all works, you know, bringing their strengths together, because that's what we're hearing here today. Women of all works bringing their strengths together to make something like this happen. I'm trying to imagine, you know, the networking and all that, you know, that will probably take place there, the people that one can meet, you know, the new circles that one would be exposed to.
Yes.
True.
So kudos to you on putting this brainchild together and nurturing it to fruition.
Thank you. Thank you so
Well
much.
done. Well done.
Thank you for having me. I'm absolutely delighted to be here, and I'm grateful. And I just want to say, please, if you haven't registered, I'm sorry for you. So for those that are registered for the event, I'm looking forward to hosting you. We're going to have a wonderful time of learning, networking, having fun, eating, dancing, being little girls again. And if you haven't registered, I'd like to encourage you to please hurry and register because tickets are fast selling out. You don't want to miss this. This is a wonderful opportunity for you to just let your hair down and have fun with other hibiscus women like yourself.
So you've heard it all. The Hibiscus Ball on November 16th is shaping up to be an extraordinary gathering of style, substance, and community. Don't miss out on an evening filled with entertainment, insights, and inspiration. Remember to reserve your spot today. I'm Toun Oluwole.
And I'm Modele Akintokun.
See you on the red carpet. Bye now.